Hello everyone, so in this video we'll be installing a fresh Laravel project and we'll be setting it up. Okay, so let's start our work. First of all, I'll open the Laravel because we have to run our server first. So click on start all, it will start all the necessary servers for you. Okay, so my server is running. Now what I'll do, I'll click on this terminal button, click on the terminal and it will open the terminal. So you can see my path, it is inside Laravel www folder, right? So first of all, what I'll do, I will install the Laravel installer. For that, we have to run a command, which will be composer global require Laravel/installer. Press enter, it will install the Laravel installer into your PC. So my installation is complete. Now we can use Laravel alias for install a fresh Laravel project. All you have to do is you have to say Laravel space new space then your project name. So our project name will be food-park. Okay, let's press enter and it will start installing Laravel. Just wait a bit for finish the installation. So my project installation is complete. Let's clear the terminal and add ls. So here, as you can see, here is our project folder. Let's go inside of it, food-park. So I am inside my project folder. Press ls. Let's do a ls. Look at here, as you can see, our Laravel files. Now let's open VS Code inside this folder. For that, what we can do, we can add here code space dot. So it will open the VS Code in this directory. So here, as you can see, here is our project files, right? I can close this one. Let's open this one and we don't need this terminal anymore. Now let's serve our application. So let's open the Laravel. First of all, let's reload the server. Click on this reload button. Now right click, hover on www and you will find your project here, food-park. Click on it and it will serve the application. Look at here, we can see Laravel's welcome page, right? Done. Now what we have to do, we have to create a database for our application and we have to set up the database, right? So let's go to Laravel again and this time I will open the database manager. So let's click on this database button, click on open. Okay, let's expand it. Hover on this Laravel MySQL, right click and you'll find this option create new, select database. Now we have to provide our database name. So let's say the database name will be food_park. So this will be my database name. Let's click on OK and it will create a database. Got it? Now we have to add the database into our project. So let's open the VS Code, not this one, this one, where we open our project, right? Now from here, open the .env file and so here you will find a variable called db database and in this portion you have to add your database name that we just created. So our database name is food_park, food_park. So food_park and we're good to go. In the username you have to provide root and the password will be empty. That's all we have to do here. Additionally, what we can do is we can add our app URL. So currently it is localhost. I'll remove this one. Let's go to our browser and look at here. We have a domain here. We have a test domain actually created by Laravel. We'll be using this domain as our app URL. Copy and paste it here. That's all we have to do in the env. That's it. Our project setup is completed. And as you can see, our project is also running. So I guess that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be installing Laravel Breeze and doing our authentication stuff. So till then, bye. Hello everyone. So in this video, we'll be installing an authentication system into our project. And for that, we'll be using Laravel Breeze. Okay. So as you can see, I'm currently at the laravel.com, the official website of Laravel. From there, we will go to documentation. And from the sidebar, let's select packages. Click on it and select Breeze. Click on the Breeze. Okay, so we'll be using Breeze for adding authentication system into our project. So from here, scroll a bit and you will find this section, installation. Here, as you can see, we have a composer command. Just copy this command and let's go to our terminal. I'll open my VS Code and open the VS Code terminal and paste the command here. Composer require Laravel/Breeze --dev. Press enter. Look at here, Breeze is installing. It will take some time. Let's wait a bit for finish the installation. Okay, so installation is completed. Now let's go back to documentation again. Let's scroll a bit here. As you can see, we have to run this command php artisan breeze install blade for install breeze for the blade. Just copy this command. Let's go back to terminal, paste it here, press enter again. So it will install breeze for the blade right now. It will take some time. Let's wait a bit for finish the execution. So here, as you can see, breeze has been installed. Let's clear the terminal. Let's go back to the documentation again. Now after that, we have to run this php artisan migrate, npm install, and npm run diff. So let's execute this command one by one. First of all, let's copy this artisan command php artisan migrate. So our all files has been migrated. After that, we have to run npm run diff, paste it here. Okay, now let's go back again and we'll run npm run diff, press enter. So our white server is running. Let's go to browser. I already served my application here. Refresh this page and look at here at the right hand side, we have a new two links, login and register. If I click on login, so here as you can see, we have a login form, and similar way we have a registration form. Here it is. So we are Laravel Breeze. We simply added a authentication system into our project. Let's test it out. I'll be putting some dummy content into this register form. Let's click on register. Look at here, our registration is completed and we are redirected to the Breeze default dashboard, right? We'll be changing this all in our future lectures. For now, it will do the job. So our Breeze installation is completed. Now what I will do, I will install another package into this project, and the package is not related to authentication. We'll be just installing it for make our work more easier. Let's open a tab and I'll be searching for Laravel IDE helper. Search it and you will find this first GitHub repo. Just click on it and we'll be installing this package. Remember, we installed a VS Code extension previously, which is Laravel helper. If I scroll a bit here, as you can see, this is the plugin Laravel IDE helper. Basically, by default, this package doesn't work by itself. This extension doesn't work by itself. It needs this Laravel package to work perfectly. Okay, so what I'll do is here, as you can see, we have this installation section. I'll just copy this installation composer command. Let's go here in the terminal. I'll be closing this server, paste the command, enter, and it will install the package. So installation is complete. Let's go back to doc again and let me scroll a bit. Okay, so we have a user section. From here we can run this command for generate IDE helpers. So instead of running these three commands, I will run this single command. It will do the same. Just copy this command from here and go to terminal, paste the command here, press enter, and it will generate a IDE helper file into the project. So here, as you can see, it is saying that a new helper file was written to IDE helper.php. If I go to my Explorer, here as you can see, a new file has been created into our root folder, which is IDE helper. So it will help us with these suggestions. Normally when we type in VS Code, like calling a facade, adding a facade, calling some default function, in that case VS Code give us suggestions, right? When we try to write down the function's name, this plugin, or you can see this IDE helper file, will boost it up. It will give us the class name suggestion, helper suggestion, facade suggestion more accurately and more easy way. So that's why we implemented, or you can say we installed the package in our project. Okay, that's all we have to do here. I don't think we have to do anything more. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you understand. We just implemented a authentication system into our project, and also we added a new package for helping us while we will code. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you understand, and I'll be seeing you at the next. Okay, so previously we installed Breeze authentication system into our project, right? Now we have a login and registration system, but actually we need two authentication system. one for the user and one for the admin. In our website there will be two type of user. First will be the normal user, or you can see the consumer who will come into our site and buy product from us, and second will be the admin who will create the products and handle the entire website, right? So when we install the Laravel Breeze, it provided us a login and registration system, and these two are working perfectly. Now what we need is we need another authentication system for the admin. We don't need the registration system for the admin, we need a login system actually. So there is several way to do that. So we'll be following the easiest one. We'll be using this current authentication system provided by the Breeze, but we'll be making some tweaks for handle our admin authentication system as well. Got it? We'll be seeing it how to do it in our future videos. And in this video, we'll be setting up our database table, which is basically the users database table. In the user database table, we'll be adding some more columns, and then we will remigrate it. Got it? So let's open our code editor, and what I'll do is I'll go to database, open the migrations, and from the migration I have to open the users table. This one, create user table.php. As you know that this user migration always present by default in the Laravel when you install a fresh Laravel project. Look at here, what we have here in the create method, we have these fields: ID, string, email, verify email, and password, remember token, and timestamp. These all are our columns. Now here I have to add some more columns, like we have to store our user image somewhere, right? So for that we need a user image column as well. We'll be storing the user profile image path there, and also we need another column which will be basically the role column. There we'll be storing the user role. Is the user is a normal user or he is the admin? Okay, so first of all, let's start with the image part. I mean, we need a image field here, so let's call the table, and from there it will be a text input. Why we are taking this data type text? Because image name can be really big sometime, so it is always safe for taking, I mean, it's always safe to take text data type where you will store the image path, right? You never know, though we'll be changing the image name before uploading, but still for safety measures we are taking this field as a text field. Okay, so we will call it, let's say, image, or also you can call it, actually instead of image we can call it avatar. That will more make sense. Okay, so we added a new column. We have a name column, we have a email column. I will add another column here which will be table, and the data type will be enum. Got it? Basically enum method takes two arguments inside of it. First will be the column name, so our column name will be role, and second one will be a array. So in this column we'll be either storing user role or admin role. So let's add user, and the second one will be the admin. Got it? So this role column value can be only user, or it can either be admin. So that's why we are defining it here. Now we need to add a default value as well. Default, let's add default, and default will be user. Okay, so when a user will create a new account into our project, or you can say in our site, by default this role will be user for that normal user, and for the admin user the role will be admin. Got it? By that we can by that we can identify the user type into our project. Got it? Okay, so this one is done. And also for the avatar I'll be making it let's say nullable, or instead of using a nullable value here, we can add a default value which will hold a default avatar image path, right? By default when a user will create an account, he doesn't have to upload his image. In that case we'll be showing some default avatar in the profile section, if the user want to change the image later on, he can change it. It's totally fine. We'll be creating that feature as well. Now here we have to add a string. Basically we'll be storing a string and we'll be adding a static path here. Let me see. Let's go to our public folder. Here as you can see, public folder. Here I'll create a new folder which will be uploads. Okay, in this uploads folder we'll be storing all of our images, or you can say files. Got it? So here we will add a image. Let's go to browser and search for a avatar image. User avatar png. Actually we can search for jpg, anyways it will work. Let's go to images. Actually let's search for jpeg. From here you can select any image you like. Let's say I will select this one and I can take a screenshot. As I'm using Firefox, I can just right click and we have a screenshot option here. Select the image and I'll just download it. You can just normally download it by right click and save image as. I just took a screenshot. Okay, so let's open the file. So here is my image file. What I'll do is I'll rename it first. I'll call it avatar.png. Now what I can do is I can open my VS Code and just drag and drop it to my this upload folder. Just drag it to upload folder. Look at here. Now our image is now inside of our this project in the upload folder. Fine. Now we'll be adding the path here. So in the public folder, in the uploads folder we have the png. So what I'll do here, I will add a slash, then I will give the child path only. I'll not mention the public folder. I'll mention where I am storing the file in the uploads slash avatar.png, like that. Got it? So it will now have a default value in it in our avatar column. So we are done here. Now what I'll do is I will migrate this file again. So let's open the terminal and I will add php artisan migrate : fresh, press enter, and it will drop all of the tables, and we are getting an error here. Let's see. So it is saying that text field cannot have a default value, I guess. Yes. So that's mean we cannot add a default value on the text field or JSON field. So that's mean we have to replace it with any other data type. Let's say string will do the job. So as I said, we'll be trimming up our image name when we will be uploading the image, so we don't have to worry about the length of the path. It's okay. String data type will do the work. Now let's again run the migrate fresh command. This time it will run perfectly. Yeah, so it dropped the tables and it remigrates all of them. Now let's check it out. Are this column has been added into our table or not? Let's open the database manager and here is my database food park. I'll refresh the page and here as you can see we have the users table. Click on it. Now in here as you can see we have our column which is avatar and we have another column which is role. The data type is enum. So everything seems perfect. So that's it for this video. In the next video we'll be working with seeders. Till then, bye. Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be creating some seeders for our users. As I said, in our website there will be two types of user, normal user and the admin user, right? And for the admin user there won't be any kind of registration form. So what we have to do is initially we have to create a user which will be our default user, I mean admin user actually. So along the side for normal user also we will create an account as well and we'll be doing it via seeders. Those two accounts will be our default account of our website. Got it? So let's create a seeder. I'll create a user seeder. Let's open the terminal and let's add php artisan make seeder and our seeder name will be user seeder. Press enter and look at here, the seeder has been created. Let's open the file. It is inside the seeders folder. Look at here, user.seeder.php. So this class have only one method, which is run. Here we will be running our query. Got it? So as we will be inserting our data into the users table, obviously we have to call the user model. Let me see, user, and as you can see, VS Code is giving me hint. So I'll be importing this one, app models. Click on it and it will import the class at the top. Fine. Now what I'll do here, I will call insert method. Okay, in the insert method I'll take an array. Inside the array I'll take another array. Got it? Here we'll be defining our values for the attributes. Got it? Let's open the database manager and I'll go to table. I'm currently selecting the users table. Look at here, and here is all of our columns, right? So one by one we will be adding the column name and the value for them. First one is the avatar, and avatar have a default value, as you know, so we'll be not adding the avatar into our array. Second is name. We need the name, so let's define the name here, and name for this one will be admin. So first of all we will create the admin account. After the admin, what we have, after the name we have the email. So here is the email, and our email for the admin will be admin@gmail.com. This will be our login email. After that, what we have, the most important, which is role. So we have to define the role, and for the admin the role will be admin, obviously. After that, the last one will be, I guess, the password. We don't need the email verified and remember token. This can be nullable. So let's just copy the password, and here's the password, and the password have to be a hash password. We cannot store a raw password, or you can say plain text password. So it have to be a hash password. What I can do is I can go to factories folder. In the database folder we have this factories. Open this one and open the user factory.php. This is basically default factory for the user. Look at here in the definition method, we have this array, and this array have this item called password, right? It contains this hash password of the plain text password. So we can use this hash password as our password. Just copy this one and make sure you also remember the hash plain password is the password. So we'll be using this string for as our password when we will try to log in. Got it? Let's go to user seeder, and here in this string we'll be passing the hash code, right? And make sure when you are just copying this one, don't copy this quotation or anything, otherwise the password will not work. Just copy everything between the quotation. Okay, if you made any kind of mistake, you will be wondering around that why the password is not working. So I will also add a command here. The main plain text of this hash is password. Got it? So that will do the job for our admin account credentials. Actually, now we will create another one for the user, and we will just copy this entire array, paste it here, and what we'll do is we'll just change some stuff. Let's say the user name will be the user, and email will be also user, role will be user, and the password will be same. Is totally fine. Let's end this line, and we're good to go. Now what we have to do, our seeder work is done. Now we have to register the seeder, and we have to run the seeder. For register it, we have to go to database seeder.php. Inside the seeders folder you will find this method, run method. Here what I'll do is I'll call our class, seeder class that we created. So for that we have to add here this. From there we will call the call method. Okay, inside the call method we have to add our class. So we'll be providing our this user seeder class. Got it? So let's add here user seeder colon class, like that. Got it? So it will do the job. Now we have to seed this file. Let's open the terminal and run php artisan db seed. Look at here, our user seeder has been seeded. Now let's check it out if we are getting our data. let's go to database manager, select your users table. Let's open this data tab and refresh this page. Look at here, we have a two datas into our users table. First one for the admin, look at here, the role is admin, and second one is the normal user, which role will be just user. And that's it. We created two new accounts. These two will be basically our default account. We'll be using this to account for testing our application, right? So that's it for this video. Our seeder has been created. From the next video, we'll be start working with our multi-authentication part. As I said, there will be two type of user, and for the normal user, or you can say our customers, this login and registration form will be enough. And obviously we'll be changing the view file, or you can say design. We'll be removing all of this and putting our own designs, but we'll be doing it after our work is done. I mean, our multi-authentication work is done. So as I was saying that this login and register form will be enough for normal user. We just have to create another form which will be for our admin user, which will be a login form. Okay, so we'll be seeing it in our next lectures. So that's it for this video. I hope you understand, and I'll be seeing you at the next one. Hello everyone. So in this video, we'll be creating a separate dashboard for our admin. As I said, in our website, there will be two type of user, normal user and admin user. So when a normal user will log in into his account, he will redirect to his own account, or you can say own dashboard. And similar way, when a admin will log in, he will redirect to his own dashboard panel. Got it? So if I go to my project, so I already serving my project, and try to log in here. If I click on login, and as I said before, we'll be using this default Breeze login page or registration page for our user side. So if I add here the user credentials, so in previously we created seeder for a normal user and a admin. So we have the user's credential. So let's add the mail of the user, gmail.com, and the password was password. Press enter. And look at here, we are currently at the dashboard of the Breeze. So this is the default dashboard from the Breeze, and we'll be replacing it, but we'll be not replacing it for now. For this video, our main goal is separating our dashboard. Got it? So currently I am logged in with my user, so that's why I am seeing this account, I mean this dashboard. So when we will log in with our admin account, in that case we'll be seeing separated dashboard. So currently it will not work like that. We have to make it work. Okay, let's start our work. Let's go to code editor, and we'll open the route file. Let's open the web.php, and here what I'll do is I will create a new route. Before creating the route, obviously for handling the route we need a controller. So first of all, we'll be creating a controller. So let's open the terminal and let's add php artisan make controller, and I'll create the controller inside a subfolder which will be admin / then we will provide our controller name. So our controller name will be, let's say, admin dashboard controller, admin dashboard controller. It will be a solid controller. We will not create any kind of resource controller or anything. So what this command will do, it will create a controller inside a admin folder. Let's press enter. Oh, okay, sorry, we did a slash here. So let's run the command again. I'll remove the slash and press enter. Okay, so it created the file. Let's open the file. So this is the controller, and look at controller. It is inside this admin folder. We have another folder here. We don't need that because it's unnecessary. Just remove this one. So okay, so in this admin folder we have a new controller which is admin dashboard controller. Fine. So here I will create a method. Let's add a function here, and it will the name of the function will be index. I mean, not the function, method actually. And it will return a view. So I will add here type hint view, and from the recommendation I will be adding this one, eliminate contracts view. This one, make sure you import this one. Okay, just click on it and it will import the class at the top. Fine. And if you don't know about what I am doing here, basically it's called type hint, and Laravel by default, and in Laravel 10 by default you can add type hint for your datas. So in this function case, we are type hinting that this method will basically return a view. So we are hinting that the return type will be view. Got it? So from here we will return a view, and we have to create a view obviously. So let's go to views folder, the resource folder, open the resource folder, views folder, and here we'll create a new folder which will be admin folder. We'll be putting all of our admin front-end file inside that admin folder, and same wise we'll be adding all of our admin controllers inside the app http controllers, and inside this admin folder inside the controller. Got it? Now let's create a new file, folder inside this views folder. Open this one and let's create a file which will be admin. Got it? So here I will create a new folder which will be dashboard, like that, and this folder will contain a file which will be index.blade.php. So this will be our basically dashboard. Okay, so we have to add some HTML codes here. What I can do is in the views folder in the root, as you can see, we have this default dashboard.blade.php from the Breeze. It contains some Blade component here. So what I can do, I can just copy this all codes and I can put it inside this index.blade.php for now. Okay, we'll be changing all of this stuff, don't need to worry. For now we can just change some title for identify we are getting a separated dashboard. So here in this h2 I will add admin dashboard. Okay, so fine. So in the index.blade.php we added some codes here. Now what I have to do is let's go to the controller. We have to add the view path, right? So our views is inside let me see, inside the admin dot dashboard index. So in the admin folder we have the dashboard folder. In the dashboard folder we have this index folder, which is basically our index view, or you can say dashboard view, and we're getting this underline inside of this path. This means our path is correct. Fine. Now let's create the web route. So for now I'll create a route here, admin route, though we'll be creating a separated file for route, for whole the admin route specifically, but for now I'll be creating the route inside the web.php. After that we'll be migrated into a new file, don't need to worry. So it will be a get routes. Let's add here get, and we can call it admin/dashboard, like that. Okay, now let's call our controller. So let's add a array here, and our controller name is admin dashboard controller. Make sure you add the class, and in the second one, in the second argument, we have to pass the name of the method we want to call. So it will be index, and we can also specify a name which will be admin.dashboard. It will do the job. Let's end this line. Got it? Okay, so it created. Now let's check it out. Let's go to our browser and we'll just hit our newly created route, which is admin/dashboard. Press enter and look at here, we're currently at the admin dashboard. Look at the title, it is showing admin dashboard, right? Okay, now this route is accessible from everywhere. Anyone can access this route. So we have to add a middleware here. We'll be protecting it with auth middleware. That means user have to be must log in for access this route. Got it? So before the name I will change another method which will be middleware, and middleware will be the auth middleware. Basically this is the basic middleware that comes with the Laravel Breeze for authentication. Okay, now if I go here, refresh this page, look at here, I can still access my admin dashboard. If I just log out from here and again try to access the dashboard, admin/dashboard, press enter. This time I cannot access the link because I am not logged in. Got it? Okay, now let's again log in with another user, I mean our main admin user. Let's add here admin@gmail.com. Password was password. Let's click on login. Don't save it. Look at here, we're logged in and we're currently at the admin dashboard because we was trying to hit this URL before before login, so that's why we directly redirect to our admin dashboard, but normally it will take you to the user dashboard, right? Now if I want to access the user dashboard, I can also do that. I have to just hit the dashboard route. Look at here, we are at the basic dashboard, right? So our dashboard is separate, but anyone can, any logged in user can access this user dashboard and admin dashboard as well. So we have to put some sort of barrier between these two dashboard. Like a user, if a user is a normal user, if it's not a admin, in that case he cannot access the admin dashboard. The admin links, or you can say admin routes, will be forbidden for that user. Only a admin role, or you can say admin user, can access the admin dashboard that we just created. If I go here admin, press enter, so this dashboard only will be able to access by a admin user. So we have to prevent this one. So for that, what we have to do is we have to create a middleware, and we have to use that middleware for validate the users. Okay, so if a normal user try to access this route directly, he will redirect back to any other page, let's say forbidden page or his own dashboard. He will be not able to access this page. Got it? But normally a admin can access his own admin dashboard and as well as the user dashboard. It's totally fine, because end of the day, admin user is also a user. He can check his own admin dashboard and as well as his user profile dashboard as well. So if you don't understand this stuff, don't need to worry. In future we'll be discussing about this sort of stuff more, and when we will see everything in practical, you will understand more better way. So that's it for this video. Our dashboard is separated. The middleware part we'll be covering in our next video. So see you at the next one. Okay, so in previous video we separated our admin and user dashboard. Now for user we have a separate dashboard, and for admin we have another one, right? But we have an issue when we are logged in with the user. If I log in with my user credential, let's add here user@gmail.com, the password as password. Okay, so look at here, I'm currently logged in with my user, and this is our basic user dashboard, right? And if you recall, previously we created a route for go inside of our admin dashboard. So we can just hit this route from here, admin/dashboard, and press enter. Look at here, we're at our admin dashboard, but we're logged in with a user. Look at the name of the user, it is user. So we have to prevent it. Normal user cannot access the admin dashboard, right? Only admin user can access this admin dashboard. So we have to create a middleware for prevent this conflict. We have to define a barrier between our user and admin dashboard. We have to do some authorization stuff. Okay, so let's create a middleware. Let's open the terminal. I'll be clearing it up. Let's make it a little bit big for better viewing point. Okay, so let's create the middleware. PHP artisan make middleware, and our middleware name will be role middleware. Like that, press enter, and it will create a fresh middleware for us inside the middleware folder. App http middleware, then here is our middleware. Just click on it, it will open the middleware. I can just close this terminal, and here as you can see, our middleware is created inside the middleware folder, right? So middleware is created. Now we have to register this middleware into our kernel in the same folder. Not the same folder. Inside the http folder, you'll find this folder called kernel.php. Just open this one and we have to register this newly created middleware. Just scroll a bit. At the end of this class, I mean kernel class, you will find this property called middleware aliases. Here we will be define our middleware. So our middleware is inside http middleware, then here it is. So we have to add our full path. What I can do here, as you can see, we have a middleware already added. I can just use it as a reference, copy it, and let's go to end, and we'll be pasting the middleware here. Okay, now we have to add our custom middleware that we created, which is role middleware. Instead of this one, just remove this one and call role middleware. Here, as you can see, VS Code is giving me hint. Click on it. Okay, now we have to add a alias here, I mean the name of the middleware. I want to call this middleware role. Got it? So we'll be using this alias into our route for implement this middleware there. I mean implement the middleware into the routes. Okay, so I'm calling it role. So our middleware is registered. Now we have to work with the logical part. Let's go to role middleware.php. This is a empty class currently. I mean not empty, we have a method, right? But we don't have any kind of logic here, so we have to create some. So our main goal is a normal user cannot access our admin dashboard or any kind of admin route, not only the dashboard. Okay, for now we have only one route, which is for the admin, which is the admin dashboard route. So we'll be implementing the middleware only on that route. And from now, no matter what kind of route, admin route we create, we'll be, I mean, wrapping it with our this newly created middleware, which is the role middleware. Got it? So let's focus on the logical part. First of all, in this handle method, I'll take a new parameter which will be role, and I'll be passing this role parameter from where we'll be implementing the middleware. You don't have to worry about it for now. Just go inside of this method, and first of all, I will add a if condition, and our condition will be here. As you can see, we have a request instance, so let's add the request instance. From there we will get the user, and if you don't know, you can from the request instance you can call the user model, sorry, not model, actually user instance. Okay, from the user you can access any kind of user table attributes. So for now I'll be not proud actually accessing the role column. As you know that in our users table, we have a role column, which is this one, and via these roles we will be identifying that the current logged in user is a admin or a basic user. I hope you understand. Let's go here. So from the request we are getting the instance of the user, from the user we're getting the role, and we'll be checking that role. If the current login user role is equals to this role that we'll be passing from our middleware parameter, if these two match, in that case what we will do, we will be just passing it to the next request. Otherwise what we will do, we will just return the user to any other page. For that, what we can do, we can add here return and redirect. Instead of using redirect method, there is a shorter form of it. It is basically to route. We can use the to route method, and inside this method we can define our name of the route. So let's say we will just return the user to dashboard. This is basically the dashboard route of the user. Got it? You can also redirect the user to home page or 404 page. It's totally up to you. For now, let's add the dashboard. Is totally fine. In future, if we need to redirect the user to any other page, so we'll be doing it later on. For now, it's fine. Okay, so our logical part is completed. Got it? Now what we have to do, we have to implement this method, not the method, middleware into our route. Let me show you how to do that. Let's go to web.php. So in the web.php we have this route, right, which is basically our admin route, and also we have some basic route for the users as well. This also. Now previously in our admin route we added this auth middleware. This time we'll be implementing our custom middleware. So let's put here a comma, and our custom middleware name, alias name was role. If you recall, inside the kernel we register our this middleware by this role name. I mean, we put it our middleware name, which is role. So just copy the name, alias name, we'll be using it here in the middleware, right? And remember, in our middleware class we are taking a parameter here which is route, so we have to pass the parameter from our this part. So here we will define it. Let's add a colon, and as we are working with the admin route, so the role will be admin. Okay, so when we are doing it like that, we're passing this dynamic parameter inside this middleware, and we're comparing the middleware with the current login user. I hope you understand. This route now only can visible, or you can say visit by a admin role user, because we are passing this dynamic parameter inside the role middleware and we're catching it here and we're comparing it with the request user role. So current login user role, if the role is equals to admin, that means we can access the route. It will just return the user to the next request, otherwise it will return the user to another page, which is our case the dashboard page. I hope it is making sense. Let's check it out. Let's go to our dashboard, and I mean our front end actually. And remember, we are already logging with our normal user, we are not logging with the admin user, and I'm currently viewing the admin route. If I refresh this page, let's see what happened. Look at here, we are just redirect to our user page, I mean user dashboard page. Now as we're as we're not logging with the admin user, that means we cannot access the admin route right now. We have to log in with the admin user for logging the admin routes, because now our middleware is protecting this route, right? Let me show you again. If I again try to access the admin dashboard slash dashboard, I mean admin slash dashboard, press enter. Look at here, I cannot access it. Got it? No matter how many times I try, it will basically return me to this dashboard page. Got it? I mean user dashboard page. If I log out and log in with my admin user, let's click on login and admin@gmail.com, password. Okay, look at here, I'm currently at the user dashboard, and as I said, a admin can access the user dashboard, I mean his own user dashboard, and as well as his admin dashboard as well. I mean for the admin there will be two dashboard, both of the dashboard will be accessible. Now the main thing is we have to check it out that can we access our admin dashboard or not, because this time we are logging with the admin. Let's add here admin slash dashboard, press enter. Look at here, now it is not redirecting us to the user dashboard. We can access our admin dashboard easily. Now our route is protected via our role middleware. Got it? So everything is fine, everything is working perfectly. Now the last thing here we have to do is, when we log in, I mean when we will by default logging with the admin user, it will automatically redirect us to the admin dashboard. Otherwise, if we use a normal user credential, it will just redirect us to the user dashboard. Got it? Currently when we are logging with the admin user, it is just directly logging us to the user dashboard. It is not redirecting us to the admin dashboard, so we have to fix it. It will be also easy, and we'll be covering it in our next video. That's it for this video. I hope you understand, and I'll be seeing you at the next one. Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be fixing a redirect issue. So in previously we separated our user and admin dashboard, and those are working perfectly, but the thing is, when a admin is logging into his account, he is by default redirecting to the user dashboard, not the admin dashboard. So what we have to do is we have to redirect it perfectly. When a user will log into our website, he will redirect to the user dashboard. Similar way, if the admin logging into the website, he will redirect to the admin dashboard. Got it? Let me show you the problem visually. Let's go to login, and I will log in with my user gmail.com and the password was password. Look at here, I am logged into my account and I am currently at the user's dashboard. Look at here. In case of admin dashboard, we added the title admin dashboard. I mean, we named the title admin dashboard, right? So this is our normal user dashboard. Fine, it's working. And also, as we added the middleware, so we cannot visit the admin dashboard via route as well. Route is protected. If we try to view the admin route, we will redirect back to our own route because we are registered, or you can say login with our normal user. Now let's log out from here. Now let's try to log in with admin account. Let's add here admin@gmail.com, like that, password. And look at here, still we are at the user dashboard. We are logged in with the admin, but it redirects us to the user dashboard, not the admin dashboard. Now if I want to access the admin dashboard, I have to go through the route admin/dashboard. If I press enter, look at here, now we are at the admin dashboard, right? So by default, what we have to do is we have to identify the user and redirect his appropriate dashboard. Got it? So let's do it then. I will log out from here for now. Let's go to code editor and I'll be closing all of this stuff. We don't need it. Okay, so first of all, we have to identify what is the issue. So the issue is when we are login, we are not redirecting the user perfectly. So the issue is in our logging logic. So we have to find the logging logic of Breeze. It's kind of easy. Let's go to app folder, HTTP folder, controllers folder, and as you know that we always handle all of our logical part in the controller. So we're opening the controller folder, and inside of it, look at here, we have a default folder from Breeze, which is auth folder. Here, as you can see, we have lots of controllers. These controllers are basically responsible for our authentication system. Now here you will find a controller called authenticated session controller. Open this one, and if I scroll a bit, look at here, we have a store method here, right? In this, basically this store method is handling our logging system. Look at the command handle and incoming authentication request. So when the user is trying to log in, this method is calling and it is trying to validate the user. If the user is authenticate, I mean credential is right, in that case it will create a session and redirect the user to his intended route. By default, look at here, in the redirect response, we have a route service provider. From the route service provider, it is calling this home const, right? It is calling this property which basically carries this path dashboard. That's why when we are login, it is by default redirecting us to this dashboard URL. Got it? So that's why we are not redirecting our admin. Admin is not redirecting to his dashboard automatically. So I will add here a small check. Okay, I will add a if check here, a simple if check. Look at here, in the store method we are getting the request instance. So let's call the request instance, and as you know that from the request we can grab the user user instance as well, login user instance. So let's call the user, and from the user we will access the user's role. Okay, if the user role is admin, make sure you put it inside a quotation. So if the users current login users role is admin, in that case what we will do is we will just redirect the user instead of home. Redirect the user to admin page or admin dashboard, not in the home page. So what I'll do is I will open the route service provider. Here as you can see, I opened the route service provider. The provider is inside this providers folder, inside the app folder. Open your app folder, providers folder, and you will find this route service provider.php. Got it? And here as you can see, we have a constant which is home, which is holding the route path, right? So similar like that, what I'll do, I will add another constant here. Instead of home, I will call it admin, right? And our admin prefix start with the admin. If you know, if I open my web.php where I register my admin dashboard route, look at here, in our route URI we have this prefix admin, or you can say segment admin, then slash, then dashboard, right? So I am putting this URL inside this constant. Now what I'll do, I will go again authenticated session controller, and I'll be removing this one, we don't need that, and I will put here admin, like that. Okay, so that's it, that's all we have to do here. Now what will happen, when user will log in, I mean user session will create it, this authenticated method will first of all check the user credential. If the user credential match, it will create a session. After that, it will redirect the user to corresponding, I mean appropriate route. So what we are doing, we added an additional layer of check that if the user is a admin, in that case he will redirect to our admin dashboard, not the user dashboard. And in case of a normal user, he will just redirect to the home page, or you can say the home dashboard, sorry, user dashboard. Got it? Now let's check it out. Let's go to our front end, refresh this page, and what I'll do here is, let's try to log in with admin first, gmail.com, and the password will be password. Press enter. Okay, so my credential is wrong, and look at here, by default the admin is redirect to the admin dashboard, not the user dashboard, right? So that's mean our logic is perfectly working. For make sure, we will double check it. I will log out from here. Now let's try to log in with user credential, user@gmail.com, password, and look at here, user by default redirect to his own dashboard, which is the user dashboard. Okay, so currently what we are doing is we are sharing same logging system. Look at here, we have this single logging form. We can use this single logging form for login into, I mean this single login page can be shared between user and admin as well. That's mean admin and user both can use this logging system for logging into their account, but we will be not doing that in the future. We'll be separating this logging system. That's mean this logging system that we have at our front end only will be usable for users only, and for the admin we will create a separated logging page. Okay, logical part will be same authentication system will handling the authentication, but we'll be changing the routes, we'll be changing the page, I mean the page visuals and all. We'll be using our dashboard logging page there. So there will be a route like admin/login. From there admin can log in into his dashboard, right? And we'll be disabling it from our this front end login. For logging at the admin dashboard, admin user have to be go inside this route, I mean admin login route for logging into his account. Okay, anyways, we'll be talking about this stuff in our future videos. You don't have to worry about it. For now, everything is working fine till now. So in the next video, what we will be doing, we'll be separating our route files. So I always try to make my code clean. So in this whole course, you'll be seeing, we'll try to maintain a structure. So we will try to make our code as organized as possible, right? And previously we register our admin route into this web.php right here. Okay, but I will not do that. I'll be creating a separated route file for only admins, so it will be easier for us to find admin routes when we will be working with admin part. Similar way, all the front-end routes will be registered into our web.php. Got it? So we'll be talking about this in detail in our next video. That's it for this video. I hope you understand, and I'll be seeing you at the next one. Hello everyone, so in this video we'll be creating a separate route file for our admin. So previously we registered our admin route into the web.php and we'll be not doing it. For hold, or you can say for register the admin routes, we'll create a dedicated file. Okay, so in the routes folder I'll create a new folder which will be, sorry, not folder, file, which will be admin.php, and obviously it will be a PHP file, so let's add PHP here. Okay, now here we have to register our route, so let's go to web.php and here is our admin route. Just cut it and let's go to admin.php and we'll be pasting it here. Got it? Now first thing what we have to do is we have to import this route facade. So let's add your cursor in the end of your word, then press Ctrl plus space and it will pop up this recommendation bar. From here you have to just select this one because it's a facade. We will be selecting eliminate support facade. Just click on it and it will import the route facade for us. Okay, done. Now we created a separated file for our admin, and if we try to view this route right now, admin/dashboard, let's see what happened. Look at here, we're getting 404 not found page. It's kind of obvious because we created a new file for hold our admin routes, but we didn't register this file into our service provider, so we have to register it. Let's open our app folder, then from there you have to open the providers folder. From there just open this file, route service provider, open this one, and here you will find this boot method where you have to add your route file. Look at here, we have two route files already registered. One is for the API, look at the path, it is route API. Basically this is for this file, api.php file, right? And second one is our web route, web route file. Look at the path inside the route folder. In we have this web.php, basically this one. Got it? So similar way, what we have to do, we have to register our this admin.php, or you can say admin route file as well inside this provider. So what I'll do, I will copy this to line, just paste it here. Now we'll be changing this group path. Look at here, we have this group method, then it is just calling the base path. From there it is accessing this route, then web.php. Instead of web.php we'll be putting here admin.php. that will do the job. Now if I go to my front end, refresh this page, you'll be seeing we are not getting the 404 page anymore. If I try to access it again, admin/dashboard, look at here, we are not getting the 404, we are redirecting to the login page. That's mean now our route is exist, and as we are using a middleware, we cannot hit our dashboard route directly. So yeah, it's fine, our file has been registered. Now what I'll do is I'll be adding here our default middleware inside this middleware method. Let's open the admin.php. And look at here, we're using this default middleware which is auth and role for the admin. So what I'll do is I'll be putting this middleware globally for all of my admin routes, because only a login users can view the admin routes, or you can say access the admin routes. And then we have our custom middleware which is role middleware. That means the user who is trying to view our admin routes have to be an admin user, role have to be admin, right? So this two middleware is applicable for all of our admin routes. So instead of putting it in each route, what I'll do is I will just cut these two routes from here, middleware from here, just cut it from here, and we don't need this middleware method anymore because we are not passing anything inside of it. Now let's go to route service provider and look at here. In here we're calling the route facade. From there we are calling this middleware. So by default it is holding a middleware already, which is web middleware, and it is necessary, don't remove it. Along the side of it we'll be putting our own middlewares, which is auth and role middleware. Got it? Make sure you wrap all of these strings inside a array like this. Now what will happen is this middleware will be automatically implemented to this file admin.php. I mean, no matter how many routes we register into the admin.php, this middleware will be implemented to those routes. Got it? If I check it out, if I try to visit my dashboard again, admin/dashboard like that, look at here, I'm redirected back to the login page. That means our middleware is working. Perfect. Okay, so we created a separated file for our admin routes. Now what I'll do, I will add here a small group, because look at here, we have this admin prefix, or you can say admin segment, into our route, and this admin will be available to all of our route. I mean all of our admin route to be specific. So what I'll do, instead of putting this admin segment in all of my routes, I'll be using a group and I will use this admin as my prefix. Got it? Okay, so what I'll do, I will just call the route facade. From there, let's call the group. In the first argument, I'll be passing the array. Inside the array, we'll be passing our arguments, and in the second argument, we have to pass the callback. Inside the callback, we'll be putting our route here. Make sure you in the line. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll be, as I said, we'll be using this admin as our prefix. So in the group, I will add prefix, and the prefix will be admin. So as we are using this admin as our URL prefix, we don't need this admin here. By default, it will add this admin prefix in all of our URLs. So when we want to access it out URL, we have to put here admin, I mean in the URL bar, because this prefix will automatically add it inside of it. Now what I'll do, I will add a prefix for my name as well, I mean route name. Look at here, in the route name we have this prefix as well, which is admin dot, right? So I want to use it like a default prefix, so I will add here another item which will be as admin dot. So I'll be using this admin dot. Make sure you put here dot. So we'll be using this one, I mean admin dot, as our route name prefix. So as we're using it as our name prefix, we don't need to add this admin dot here in our route name. Fine. So inside of this group, no matter how many routes we register, all the routes URL will be like admin then the route URL, like this. So for this route, our URL will be admin/dashboard. Similar way, for the route name, we named it dashboard, but we are inside a group and we are adding a prefix to our route name, which is admin dot. So this is our main name, which is dashboard. As we're using a route name prefix, it will be admin dot dashboard, like that. Got it? Okay, so we are done. We separated our admin file, or you can say admin route. We moved our all the necessary middlewares into our service provider here, and also we added a new group to our route, which will basically automatically implement the prefix and the route name prefix. So I guess that's it for this video. Our work here is done. I hope you understand, and I'll be seeing you at the next one.